How's it going, everyone? Want to take you guys through a bunch of PlayStation Plus updates as the games for the month of September are rolling out right now. Obviously, we had a major day one title, but a couple of other smaller games being cycled in as well. On top of that, PlayStation Plus surprisingly lost a notable title out of nowhere with very little notice. Want to mention that. And one of the newer PlayStation releases, and a pretty notable release at that, has gotten a free PlayStation Plus premium trial, quote unquote free. It's a trial. You guys get the idea, but we'll talk that at the end of this video. Right off the top, the September PlayStation Plus titles are rolling out right now, and I do think, it's one of the weaker months. However, you are getting a day one title in Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, and I do know there's a little bit of interest in that game. It's just that I don't know how excited people are exactly gonna get for that game. It does have a single player career mode. I know if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you can go online, and that's one of the benefits, but I know for some of you guys, you're just a Perpetual Plus subscriber and going online isn't something you're looking to do. There is a career mode in Quidditch Champions, so you are able to check that out. So keep that in mind. On top of that, if you are a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you can check out Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, the Firebolt Supreme Broom skin. That is the pre-order bonus, the DLC content. It's just a skin, as they have clarified over and over again. And I do think it's a little bit funny, given that this is a Warner Brothers published game, of course. There are no microtransactions in the game. There is a digital deluxe edition that gets you some in-game currency, but that is earnable in-game. And outside of the deluxe edition, that is how you are going to get the in-game currency. It's just funny that this is an element of the game they have reiterated over and over again, not only because this is so established in gaming, especially with a game like Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, where multiplayer is just naturally going to be a focus. It's, I know in the context of Harry Potter, but it's a sports-based game. It's a team-based game, I should say, and multiplayer is obviously going to be at the heart of it. On top of that, they're talking about things like character skins, they're talking about broom skins. Like, this game, how it's designed, just seems tailor-made, absolutely tailor-made for microtransaction nonsense. I don't know if this is a thing where maybe they looked at how some of the other games that were microtransaction ridden have been doing. A Multiverses, a Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, where, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League had a premier $70 price point attached to it and still had microtransactions. And then they decided to step away from that, and that was an easy fix or an easy change, because how the game is designed from a fundamental and foundational standpoint so much has the essence of a game that you would think would have a lot of microtransactions, but it doesn't, which, that's something I want to see more of in gaming. But not to go on that tangent again, that is available as a Day 1 Plus title. Little Nightmares 2, which I think is my personal standout game. Again, I can't speak on Quidditch Champions right now, but Little Nightmares 2 is an awesome atmospheric survival horror game that I highly recommend a lot of people to check out. Little Nightmares 1 did come out a while ago, and it was a PlayStation Plus Essential title at some point, so a lot of you guys have that in your library. Little Nightmares 2, in my opinion, is even better and an incredibly gripping game in terms of that. And then MLB The Show 24 is added as a Plus title. It's a sports game. Some people I saw in my comment section when we initially went over this lineup were actually pretty excited for it, and I believe there was a few people pushing back on the lack of excitement that other people were showing, but my audience is just generally not going to be the type of crowd that's going to get excited for a game like MLB The Show, or maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. The sports fans are the sports fans. I feel like if you like MLB The Show, that's a game that you pick up right when it comes out, but who knows? If you want to check it out, it's available as a Plus Essential game, so check that out. Alright, next up, there have been a lot of games that have been getting pulled from PlayStation Plus Extra. This is something that I've been talking about quite a lot, and I believe that a lot of the months recently, the games leaving the service have outweighed the games being added to the service, and that is just something that you do not want to get into that territory. And now we are having games getting pulled with little to no notice, and it seems like that's what happened with the Evil Within. Evil Within 1 got pulled on Friday, August the 30th, with barely any notice. Even if you started the game recently, too bad. You are not getting the game accessible through PlayStation Plus. Now, obviously, this is a super, super cheap game, but people are paying for a subscription service. There should be at least 1 month of lead time before a game is getting pulled. No less than that. At least 1 month. You should be notified before a game gets pulled. Pulling a game out of nowhere from the service, that is completely unacceptable. And you know, from Sony's standpoint, I could even say that pulling first-party games, which they are doing more and more, they pulled Horizon Zero Dawn, they're pulling Horizon Forbidden West. This is potentially because LEGO Horizons is coming out, and maybe they think this is a way that they can promote the sales of Forbidden West and Zero Dawn, but man, PS Plus Extra has just been a trash-tier subscription service, and I'm never going to be somebody that has the expectation level that it needs to be Xbox Game Pass, and I always give credit where it's due. The Plucky Squire, that getting added as a day one title, Dave the Diver getting added as a day one title, Stray being a day one title back in 2022, that's perfect. Those are the level of games that I would expect to be a day one plus title. However, the content updates month to month have just been getting more and more lackluster, and when you're pulling games like Spider-Man, when you're pulling games like Horizon, first-party games, which no other subscription service should be removing first-party games that are years old. Like, what are we doing at this point? You are just expecting the service to either be completely lackluster or people to just accept lackluster content. And, you know, with the PlayStation audience, there is a certain segment of the PlayStation crowd that just takes garbage and will just, because their allegiance to PlayStation is so strong, they just accept it. That is the case on Xbox too. That's just fanboy, you know, fanboy culture, and you know, we cover PlayStation on this channel, and I am a little bit more critical than a lot of other, let's just say, PlayStation fans, and there are PlayStation fans that are certainly very critical, but I do give PlayStation a lot of crap. That's because I expect the best out of them and expect more, and I care about them doing well. I don't care about Xbox all that much, and everybody, like, piles on Xbox. We cover PlayStation, so I'll be critical towards PlayStation, and PS Plus Extra has just been an absolutely terrible, might be a little bit of a stretch, mediocre would be giving it way too much credit. It's been a bad service over the last year or so. The content updates have been lackluster, and the games getting pulled outweigh the games getting added, and that's a huge problem. You're not getting noticed for games getting pulled now. You're getting first-party games getting pulled. Like, come on now. That's just stuff that Sony needs to do better with. And lastly, do want to give you guys a heads up that Vampire Survivors, an incredibly popular game, does have a PS Plus premium trial. Now, the game itself is $4.99. It's one of those games that, as a PC title, has done incredibly well. Vampire Survivors just dropped on PlayStation as well, and again, it's been one of the more popular PC titles. It's a very over-the-top, action-heavy bullet hell game. 222,000 reviews on Steam. 98% of those reviews are positive. Yes, it's been received very well. There's a 2-hour plus trial, so you can check that out, and then you can buy the game for $4.99. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, the Plus games for the month of September have rolled out. Day one title in Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, Little Nightmares, and MLB The Show 24. Free DLC for Plus as well, so go check that out with the broom skin. Plus Extra pulls Evil Within, which is a huge bummer given the fact there was no notice, and Vampire Survivors is a 2-hour plus trial. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.